right. Well, we've got Albert here.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Good evening. Here's the blue game console.
That's John. You know, as far as technology goes, we just have to wait until we have everything sorted out. So as I recall, we were about midway. It was the Allies had drawn their chit, and that's where we had.
Yeah, we did a charge, didn't we? We charged.
Yeah, there was charges, I think, on your side of the field and Albert's side of the field as well, because I see charge markers out. So, okay, cool.
I'm still trying to get onto the map, so... Oh, there we go. Okay.
Let's see, what else had come out of the draw cup? Just the reinforcements, and that's it. So still lots more stuff to do. I understand you guys have a tornado watch in effect there in parts of Dallas.
I maybe. I mean, it's not doing anything now.
It just rained a little while ago, pretty hard.
Yeah.
We're getting rain and hail right now and lightning.
Yeah.
Well, I send greetings from sunny Southern California.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll be waiting for your mudslides and fires coming along pretty quick here.
You know, the mudslides only affect the people who've managed to build their houses on a hill or under a hill. And the fires only affect the people who built their houses right to the edge of the national forest or some big weed-choked gully. So we have to deal with the smoke if it blows around a bit. So our usual menace is, of course, earthquakes. So my usual philosophy about that is, okay, if there's an earthquake and parts of your house fall in or things fall down, at least they're there. A tornado hits your house, it carries all of your possessions halfway across the county. So at least, yeah. And of course, I have all of my Bataille battle games specially protected in wooden crates, hermetically sealed. So
you can't get to them.
No, they will be you know, the when they're tearing, you know, pulling the house apart looking for survivors, we'll all be hiding underneath those. That's the plan.
Yeah, well, the earth may divide right along where your house is, like a one of those pits in Florida.
Oh yes, the sinkholes in Florida. David could tell us all about sinkholes in Florida.
We all have something.
There is always something. There's no perfect place. So what can you do? Well, let's go ahead and get things going, I guess. So we can do the time movement. Since everything else is all set.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody set with that? So, John, why don't I meet you down in a room? Let's go to room number 1.
Okay, I'm about ready to. Is Tom, you going to watch me or are you going to watch David?
He will have to watch both. All right. How are you doing, John?
Good. I'm good.
Okay. I think we should simulate the potential tornado by randomly moving all of your units around.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. I'm I don't even remember what was going on here. Okay. Oh, so there was a charge over here.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty much spent here, aren't I? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much the avant-garde doesn't have much left to it. The Prussians have, some of it's taken a bit of a beating. And it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
are you ready to roll?
I am. I am.
Okay. I will.
Ready to go.
I will start the clock. So you tell me which moo you want to move first.
Well, I'm trying to before you do that, let me see who is in command, who isn't in command.
Oh, as far as
There's
units
not a
go?
whole lot going on here, is there? Holy crap.
I think you got most of the Zythin's brigade is in command. It looks like most of the brigade that used to be, well, except for this unit here, which is almost dead, that used to be with Perch, that's now with Tippelkirk. I think they're in command, it looks like. So...
This avant-garde's pretty damn shot up, though, so...
Yeah. Well, it's to be expected. They've been fighting for 5 hours or 4 hours at this point or something. So...
Yeah. Okay, well...
All right, I'm going to start the clock then.
All right.
Did you feed Nick?
No, not yet.
This guy over here is out of command.
Yeah, he is. His leader charged.
Well, but isn't that done at the... But he's still in command now, though.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yes, he would be.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. All right. That guy's out of command over here.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, let's start the clock. Hell, I don't know.
All right.
Start it?
Tell me which one you want to move first.
We'll go with these guys here.
Okay.
So then this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 8. It's just 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. I thought I had more movement there, but I don't. Damn it. 12. 12. So he was right here, I think. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that would be 11. 12. He'd be there as 12.
Sure.
12. Okay.
Exciting.
Yeah, exciting, really. What are they going to do, though? That's the whole thing. All right, so over here, he had a lot left to do the things I wanted to do. All right, these guys, not so good. What we got here? Not so good. Guess I could. So this guy will go right to here,
Okay.
and he's gonna assault that guy,
Sure.
and that guy's gonna go right to there. And we'll get assault markers on those guys. Now, to see what color these guys are. Okay, those blue. These guys are green.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
That guy's blue. Okay. That guy's blue. Blue. Alright. Bring that guy off over to there. Like, how do I get away from your crossfire?
You head to Berlin.
You can't.
Yeah. You go somewhere else. You go far away.
You go back to where you belong.
Exactly.
This guy doesn't look too bad. He could go. We need to wait a little bit here, though. Where is the leader here? There he is. No.
You got the leader for the green striped guys is under the disordered marker.
Yeah. That doesn't look good right there. That looks like a bounce stew of craziness. Right? A ricochet of craziness. All right, so let's see here. This guy. He's okay there. Yeah. All right. Okay. And we can go. Oh God, everybody's just gonna get humbled here. All right. That guy's out of command. How much time do I got?
You got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hey, so can you put your assault markers down so I know which units you're assaulting?
Yeah, it's gonna be these guys right here.
Are they assaulting the same unit or different units?
This guy's assaulting him, and that guy's assaulting him.
Okay.
Two different.
All right. Are you done with the Prussians?
Yeah, you can go to the Prussians.
Oh, okay. So you moved a little bit of the Russians there. What's left of those poor bastards? Oh, and you can't stack these skirmishers.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
No, you need to have a leader to create a stack. So
Even with skirmishers?
even with skirmishers, the only units that don't need a leader to be stacked is if you're in square.
Okay.
So just displace one of them back. I mean, I don't think you got much there anyway. You just had maybe one increment or something. So
Yeah. I think what I'll do is.
yeah,
At least it'd give it some protection.
yeah. So when they're catching cannonballs from across the river, they'll have something.
Yeah.
All right, that's the clock. So if you've got anything else to do, go ahead and kind of finish it up now.
This guy right here is going to flip him over too.
Go ahead and do it.
And then we'll hit just 2 hexes.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
All right, well, we've got some defensive fire we can get started with. So let's go ahead and start up here at the top. So I've got these guys are in a line. They can fire on this skirmisher that's in front of them. So let me just grab the charts here so I've got it handy. So your defense is 14. So it's 12 to 14. That's a good roll.
1.5 to 1. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So it's not good enough.
No.
Even if it were 1 to 1, it wouldn't have been good enough. Okay. Then we'll have these guys that are in line fire on your guys that are in column. So that's going to be a 2 to 1 on that hex. And that's a hit and a leader casualty on the...
Where is this at? Where?
That's the Sledgensky, whoever they are, Sledgensky Musketeers. So...
You got a 65?
I got a 65 at 2 to 1, so that is a single hit, but it is a leader casualty. So they'd have to make a morale check anyway. Let's roll for the leader. It's just a flesh wound. Just little musket ball through his hat.
Yeah. All right. And then a morale check.
Yep.
All
So
right.
make a morale check. 41.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So while we're here, do you want to go ahead and do your fire before we move further down?
Yeah. What we'll do is this guy and this guy will fire on him.
Okay. So it looks like you've got, what, 2 increments
that's no
left?
good.
Oh, yeah. We don't even bother to look it up.
And then this one guy up here with him. Which
Yeah, it's
is not
probably
gonna
1
do
to 3, yeah.
anything.
No.
That's not gonna get anything.
All right,
Yeah,
moving down the
got-
line. Yeah, I haven't taken my shot yet, so I'll take a
that's
shot
right,
with those
yeah.
guys. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's the same. So I will have 12 to 9. And that's a miss.
Which one? Yeah. Right.
On those guys there. Okay, you can do your Schützink.
Did you miss?
Yeah, I rolled a 26.
Okay.
So it's like a 1 to 1. It's a miss.
Well, go ahead and just finish up the rest of your shooting.
Okay.
We'll just come back.
I'll take a pot shot here at these guys with my skirmisher, and that's a miss. Then I've got these guys here. Let's see how many increments are there. I've got 5, so I've got 2.5 increments times 3. That's going to be 6. It's going to be 8. So it's a 1-to-1 shot on that one. So here we go. Oh, a 66. That's a hit.
How's that possible?
All right. Well, it's a 2, so I don't.
Yeah, you don't make a morale check.
They do?
No, they don't. They make a morale check on an even on. Excuse me, not even on odds. Yeah.
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 Just got to remember that there's 1 to the die roll, 3 to the die roll.
Yeah. And then this one here, it's 1.5 to 1. It's 9 to 6. And that's a 35 at 1.5 to 1. That is a miss. And that's it as far as defensive fire goes.
All right. So then we'll take this artillery. We'll fire on that guy right there.
Okay, so you've got 16
See
to
how
6.
badly my die roll is.
Well,
45. Well, I think that's a hit.
That is a hit at 2.5 to 1. So let's go ahead and see for them. And it's a morale check for those guys, and they pass. Okay, who's next?
And then there's probably two. There's two increments left there.
So it's like 6 to 14.
Yeah, they make a pot shot at those guys. Nothing. And we would have this guy, that guy, firing on that hex.
Okay, so that's 8 to 14. Nope.
And then this guy, obviously, onto there.
Sure.
It's not going to be much. 6, nothing.
No.
Same down here.
Okay.
Jeez. Then, what I think I'll do is I will fire on that guy with this artillery.
Okay. So you've got whatever my fire defense is there. It's 6.
It
No.
looks like it's 1 to 1.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one less cannon for them.
I think would bounce through to.
Yeah, I mean, at this range, it's going to bounce through something. So let's make a little thread and we can figure it out.
61.
So that would be, at that range, you're at medium range. So that's going to be 8 to 9. A 61 is still a hit. And I think that's the first hit on those guys. Yes, so let's roll for them. 31. Let's see what their morale is. 31. They just passed by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah. Oops, I think I need to go back. All right. And I think that's all the artillery. I think that's everything.
Okay. So, let's see. We've got a couple of assaults. Now, the question is, what do we do about it? Well, I think we should probably retreat before combat. So my skirmishers can pull back here. And these guys can pull back here. And if you want, you could advance into the hex.
No.
Okay.
I'll just get rid of these.
right. I think this battery that took a shot at me up on the hill should have 0 ammunition left.
Yeah, it is. Does it go to 0?
Yeah, it should allow you to go to 0. If you decrease it by 1 more.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Okay. So now you've got morale recovery.
Yeah.
And you've got a bunch of guys. You've got a fellow way back here in the woods by Blasowitz, that Cossack unit.
Yeah, let's roll.
Yep. 21. I don't think that's going to
These
do
days.
it. They don't have to go anywhere. Then you've got this other Landwehr. They've got a minus 12. No, they're going to keep running till they can find shelter somewhere. So probably you can pull them back into Streisand.
Yeah.
One of those
he-
hexes
he goes
there.
to there.
Yeah.
And there's this disorder here, so
Yep.
let's see.
Now they should
42.
recover. Because with a minus 3, that would be a 30.
Yeah, because
36.
they're like 33, so yeah, they'll make it. All right.
Okay.
Then I got artillery. I see if I can.
Oh, yeah. Get your ammunition back.
So this guy up at the top on the hill there.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
he's got his stuff back just in the nick of time.
Oh, they did. 6. And I think this one can too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a line of communication back, so.
Yeah.
No. Still
No.
got a few shots left. All right, and then last but not least, I guess you would take your charge marker off your guys. And that should do things for our section of the field.
Yeah. Let's see what these guys are doing.
We're finished.
Oh, you guys
Good,
are.
okay.
Have you taken the city of Dresden yet?
We're
Albert,
within a hair's breadth.
Albert, we are so preoccupied on our side that it's wide open. It's your opportunity to sweep
Yeah,
in.
well,
Yeah.
Hey,
and
David,
clean.
you haven't got Hess Hamburg up there yet, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
you've
starting to
moved
move
a little bit.
stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what does Hess Hamburg command?
So right now he can command this division here and this division here.
Cool. That's what the light division it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the first line.
Okay, cool. David, I'm so happy you've finally got something you can play with. Kind of reminds me of that when we were play testing, what was it? Bautzen. Waiting forever to get across the stupid repaired bridges before I could attack. It's like, roll to repair the bridges. Roll to repair the bridges. So, all right, well, let's go back up to the cup then and see what fate awaits us. So I don't know who drew the last one, but being the French, we'll be pushy and we'll draw the next one.
The next.
Oh, it's the leader phase. All right, so the leaders get to move. So the French will move their leaders first. I'll move this guy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Park him over there with those guys. See if he can help out. Let's see. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll put him there. The Emperor of all the French. Let's see. We'll have him come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have him right here. Let's see. All right, and then the rest of our exciting leaders. Let's turn these guys over. I can't remember who was who. see. Mouton. Oh my gosh, he's brilliant. All right, that should make those slightly more effective. Tom, did you have any leaders to shuffle around?
Oh, already. Actually, I got to check one more. Yeah, I do have another one.
Let's see. Where did our friend Pajot go?
He's over there west of Drescher.
West of Drescher.
Where you're fighting is.
Oh,
Were you moving, Bernard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you?
I didn't know if you were moving or not. I moved somebody else. So you can go ahead and... Oh, you'd already moved Bernard?
Yeah.
Okay. Then if that's the case, I'll move him back there instead of moving him forward. So, okay. Cool. All right. Do you guys have any leaders to move around?
mm-hmm. Okay,
John, do
David,
you have
show
any
me
leaders
where-
to move?
All right, Schwarzenberg's going.
Show me where you're going.
2, 3, 7, 8.
Okay, and let's see. This guy, he's gonna move. One. Six. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think that's all of mine.
Okay. Everybody else done moving? Leaders?
Now, what about that leader there near?
Oh yeah, got to get him up there. Okay.
All right. We're all set. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's go ahead and
Why don't we just skip and get right to the batteries?
Well, guess what? It's your turn to draw, so why don't you go ahead and do that?
Let's see. Maybe I'll draw it right on out. Oh, oh.
Okay, John, I'm taking you to Vegas, and we're going to sit at the craps table, and you're going to call the dice before they're rolled.
There you go, Rain Man. That's
Yeah,
me.
exactly. All right. Well, speaking of rain, we're going to have a little rain falling on our friends out here in the hinterlands of...
Yeah, you never hit anything.
Yeah.
All right. So we will have... This is what battery? That is the soul battery. We'll fire over here on this poor unit. I've got a -2 on my roll for windage. Hey, we're right on target. So I've got a 1-to-1 shot with a +2 on those guys right there. 25. No good. All right, moving right along. Let's go ahead and drop some more bombs on some people, shall we? So let's start here with the Venus Bastion. We'll send some love to who hasn't gotten hit yet. We'll drop one right there. Those guys haven't gotten hit, so it's a 1-to-1 shot there. Well, it's guaranteed to hit because Sobriere is guiding the missiles. So it is a 1-to-1 with a +6. Oh, that's a miss.
Oh, man.
Yeah, talk about lucky. We've got Drouot is going to fire. Who hasn't gotten hit yet? Got to find some undamaged units here. I know there's some. I remember seeing some. Well, let's just go ahead and drop this bomb on... this guy right here. So it's a 1-to-1 with a +6. 43 +6 is going to be a 53. That is a hit. And it's their third hit, so it's a morale check. And they passed. All right, then the Emperor of all the French is going to drop one right here on your cavalry. So I've got a plus, you've got what, 12 increments? I got a +3, +12. I got a +15. So 1-to-1 with a +15.
Who are we firing on?
Your cavalry, your exhausted cavalry there.
Oh, okay.
34 +15. That's
Jeez.
going to be...
Gotta be a hit.
Well, that's going to be up to 54, 56. That's a hit, a single hit. And it's a morale check for what it's worth.
Ooh.
Well, those guys are going to go for a ride in all likelihood.
Yeah, because it's landwear. They can't be that good.
Well, you might surprise yourself. You've got a leader there. I don't know what he's worth.
Yeah, this guy right here. I mean, 35. No way.
Oh, yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, so let's just put everything here and sort it out when we get. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So remember, they're exhausted, so they only move back a third. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're, let's see.
So that'd be
like
4.
13.
It would be like 4 hexes.
Okay. 1. Oh, come here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. All right, Tom, you've got some beautiful leaders on your side. I don't know if you can hit anything. Well, yeah. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can look that up for you, okay?
Plus
You could come
one-
any one of those 3 evenings.
Plus 1 to the die roll. How many increments do you have in there? I don't know.
2
Infantry is.
plus
So
3 increments.
You're going to bring her. I've got the voucher from the charter school.
Nope.
And you will just bring her to class.
Luna
We'll take care of, you know.
is going to fire on this artillery piece that's limbered right here. 8 to 6.
It's as simple as that.
He's on target as
Yeah,
well.
just have her dress for light athletic activities. So
And that's a hit
socks,
on your
Hmm.
wear
artillery.
shorts or sweatpants,
Okay.
athletic pants, and a t-shirt, and then we'll take care of anything else she needs.
And morale check for them.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, that's right.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like for infantry and cavalry, I believe.
This week, because they're doing some
Okay.
work over at the Cultural Arts Center, and then for the rest of us, we'll be at the Cultural Arts Center.
I think that's it.
Hmm.
You can bring her one of the other 3 days, but
That's too bad.
bring her the same day, or at least let us know what day you're going to bring her, so we can make sure you have gear.
All right. What else we got? That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
Who drew that? Who drew the artillery chit? It was John, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All right, I'm just going to go.
Be well. Bye.
Do it, Tom.
To get the regroup. All right, we got regroup.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, guys. I had to answer a telephone call there. Where are we at?
We get
We did the
Regroup.
regroup? Okay. Let me...
through it. So.
Okay. So are you regrouping, doing a regroupy-like thing?
Yeah.
Four asset unit or army asset units can move at this on this, can't they?
Normally they would move during whenever their corps or their army, army units are going to move when the leader chit is drawn, right? So usually,
the leader chit, not the regroup chit. Okay.
yeah. So usually
that's right, the leader chit.
army assets are things like the headquarters escort.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I thought it was during this move, but that's okay.
Yeah, and core assets are going to move when the core move is drawn. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That part I get. Yeah, I just forgot about the. I just forgot to move people. That's all. Headquarters people. That's all right.
Are you moving him there, Eric?
I did. I moved him out of this chevaux de frise to get him over there. So I've got a few more. I think I'll. Well, you can handle whatever else over on that side, but I thought it'd probably be good to get something over there sooner than later.
Well, do you still want to do that guy, or you want to do the other guy? We have plenty of time.
Okay.
We have another regroup.
All right.
He should be able to make it next turn.
Okay, cool. Then that's what we shall do. Okay. Regroup. I do have some units that had been damaged that need to make it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, that's it for me for regrouping stuff. John, did you already do your regroups?
Well, I think the only person I have out of command is this guy, but he was part of an MU though. Well, he wasn't part of it, so I guess he could move.
Yeah.
I've got that one I'm trying to limber up here, so he's got a artillery officer on him now, so it's +1.
Well, I've got a lot, so if somebody wants to watch me, where do you want me to go? No, somebody wants to watch me. I just don't know where to go.
We're feeling. So tell us where you want to start first, Albert.
Well, I got a lot of stuff,
So just say what sector of the battlefield you want to start.
Are you going to be my watchdog? Okay.
Sure, I'll be your watchdog.
All right, I'll start here.
I'll be your wingman. I'll be your watchdog.
I'll start right there.
Okay, cool.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Then these guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gosh, 8. Okay. All right. 8.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm still out of command. Then I'll go down here to these guys. Let's see, their leader is here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, over here, this long group of guys.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they have to go at regular. They can't go at road column.
If they're not on the road, they just pay whatever the terrain cost usually is.
Right, so everybody moves like this. And 1, 2, 3. All right, now the rest of these guys kind of move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So, Albert, they would
mean-
stop as soon as they are in communication. Well, no, actually, it's regroup, so it does, it's...
They're still
Yeah,
in communication, but none of them are in command.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. I was thinking of something else, so...
1, 2, 3, 4. How much is that? 1. Across the river, so that's 1. And I think it's 2, 3.
So going across the bridge is plus... What? Plus 2? And then moving
That's
into a village is another 2. So it would cost
Okay.
4 to just move into that hex.
Okay, that's 2. And I can move out here, I guess. So
That would cost you another...
2.
Yeah, 2. So 2, 4.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Those guys are laggards. Okay, now let's see if I get anything else. Guess I got this guy. Oh no, they did him. I think that's it. Okay, I think that's it.
All right. Tom, did you move your out of command guys? Tom?
Yeah, it's one of them.
We should have 2, right?
No, we have one.
Well, they look like they're both out of command, right? The
this
7th
guy-
Vistula? Oh, no, because he's routed, so no, he wouldn't. I didn't see that.
So I only have the one. I only have the one, that's it.
Okay.
One to the vertex.
This?
And you've got one, no, the other way. They should be turned toward their battalion mass, so they're turned towards the vertex.
They're
I thought
feeling
that's where they were.
massive.
Oh, which ones? Which ones are you talking about, David? That guy?
And this one's,
Those are in mass, you think? Okay.
yeah, it's the only thing they're allowed to be in.
Yeah, that's all they can because they don't have any
That or
radar.
line. Or general order, and they're not in general order terrain. This one just needs to be flipped over.
All right.
All right, I guess we can advance the clock. It is 11 o'clock.
Ooh, time's wasting.
Yeah.
All right. So, should we go to our rooms?
Sure.
Oh man. Okay.
Hey, Tom, how are things going on your end of the universe? Am I in the right spot? Yes, I am. Hey, Tom, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're a little staticky, but I think you're. I don't know if that's me or you, but
Well, I don't know.
fine. You were just a little staticky when you asked if anybody was there.
Okay. Okay, good. So, how are things on your end of the battlefield?
Quiet. Well, it's still. They're still taking their time, which is fine.
Yeah. So, I've got like a fresh division of, well, maybe 2 divisions of Russians coming in here. No, it's 1 division. So that's going to make things a little hairy for a while. But for the most part, I'm feeling pretty good about things. Maybe one of the redoubts will get captured. He's got those cavalry that kind of came around and put a little hole in my line, but I can't be everywhere, so for the most part, kind of holding things here steady, and the Prussians are, pretty badly mauled. He's got a few things that are fresh, but not too much else. Do you think you're going to need a move over on your side of the field for the 45th?
No.
Okay. So what I will do is I was going to take a move then for General Gross, who's with the Young Guard, and pull some of these troops that are with him and then within proximity of him out and move them kind of towards the Prince Anton Garden, that part of the universe. So we've got something there. The line's pretty thin over that part of the world. And now that it was very fortuitous that the leader's chit got drawn before the Bastion chit did. It's always nice to have successful cannon fire.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
I wish I would have hit that one. Where he has that leader stacked with that artillery. That would have been nice to take him out.
Well, just
Maybe
give it
next
time.
turn.
Yes, indeed. So, okay. So I'll take a chit for that, and then I'll take one for Saucier, and then you can't roll for Pujol until he's with it, stacked with a unit again. So I imagine in another turn.
Yeah, he'll. Depending on what's drawn first, regroup or leader.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, we'll see what we get then. So, all right. I will go ahead and place our moves, all 2 of them, and I think we get. Well, I don't think we get anybody else until. Until 11:20. I think Murat comes in then. And when he shows up, Murat's in at 11:20. So that'll give us another command point.
Is it dedicated to him, or can we use it anyway?
Oh, we can use it any way we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's technically, I think, he's an army commander here. he's got underneath him the cavalry reserve. So ideally, once we start to bring in all that cavalry, we can figure out where we want to put it, and then just have Marat with that, and then he can basically have that entire cavalry corps, you know, stomping, and we can send then some light cavalry where we might need it, where we can hope to get an initiative roll or something like that. So, okay, well,
How long does the game go for?
this particular scenario goes until the 8:20 turn.
Oh, we got a ways. Okay.
Yeah, so we've been playing this since, well, it would start at the 6 o'clock turn. So this is now the 11 o'clock turn. So that's 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10. We've done 15 turns.
Well, I was just trying to get an idea of their pace. If it ended at 6 p.m., I'd be a little bit worried if I was them, but at 8 o'clock, yeah.
Well, but by 8 o'clock, we'll have a whole bunch of stuff too. So
Yeah, oh yeah.
we've got the guard coming in and everything else. So we should be in fair shape. So
Definitely not as quick as I thought they would. I mean, John is John. So.
Yes, John is John.
Good thing he has those slow Russian batteries.
Yes, yeah, that is the one thing that's making it a little bit better for us, perhaps. So, alrighty,
Okay.
Well, back up to the lobby. We'll see when the other guys are ready to join us. So, I did put an announcement in the Discord about having a tournament of some sort.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. So
I filled out the thing for Vassal modules.
Okay.
Assuming I did it right, they haven't gotten back to me yet. The two files they need to take a look at. Well, the one file, and then they need to take a look at the JPEG also, that it has the scenario, the Ryzen picture that they have. I went ahead and took it off the ME site, so we can have that as a picture. I guess they need to approve both of those.
okay. I'm looking at them. They're flashing the readout 1 and readout 2. So they must have grand plans over there. That's all I can figure. So we'll see. Those typically are the ones that get captured in this scenario. The one time I had played this solitaire, I was able to capture both of those. It's mostly because there's just, a ton of stuff that comes in on that side and is active earlier, and the French just don't have, they've got some stuff, but it's all of questionable quality. So,
Yeah. I'd like to talk about other things, but we're live, so
we are live. Let's see if anybody's watching. We have one person watching. So we get a lot more people that watch this when it goes to syndication. So
yeah, I hardly ever watch anything live. I just wait until it gets posted to YouTube.
yeah, I've been putting in the timestamps, so that way people can then just go, and if they want to skip ahead or they watch to a certain point and they want to come and pick it up later, then they can just kind of go to wherever it was that they were at and kind of skip the banter at the beginning of the video or whatever might be the case. So, well, they're putting moose down. I would imagine that they are figured out what they're doing. Let's see. Because I see allied moo, 1, 2. They're moving moose around. They're creating moose. So,
Are they putting it on leaders that are on combat leaders?
I think they've learned their lesson there. Were you able to sign up for ConSim?
Well, yeah. I mean, I got a, I guess, a reply back, just the generic reply back. So I am signed up.
Okay.
What that means at this point, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what Kranz is doing. Maybe he's just too busy. I don't know. But yeah, I checked. I didn't ask for a refund, and last year, and I paid in January of last year, so I have no idea what's going on with all that.
Yeah, I'm surprised that. Yeah, I would be surprised if you, you know, hadn't gotten an invite or something like that. So.
Well, I already made up my mind that more likely, if we're all in a separate room, I'd just probably go anyway and just sneak in.
Sneak in.
Sneak in.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll see Jim tomorrow. I follow up with him to see what's going on. But
I would just John Krantz. I demonstrated to John Krantz that I had paid, and he said, "Oh yeah," and he sent me an invitation right away. So just email him directly with your payment information.
Well, I signed up already with based upon what Eric sent. So.
Oh, are you registered?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
That email that Eric sent out, I just replied to that. But I mean, it's still not a bad idea. I'll send it to John and anyway and say, hey, I did pay. And
yeah, he responds right away.
Okay.
I think he's you know, living here in Dallas. I think he doesn't want to piss off any of these Dallas people.
But it was Dallas Con too.
Yeah, because you sign it twice a year with him.
all right, gentlemen, have you dropped all of your thousands of moos into the bucket?
No, we have got yet to. I've got to do my light cavalry initiative.
Oh, okay. Time to worry.
But Eric, sometimes don't be that way, Eric.
I have to tease you, Albert. I know nobody else dares to do that.
Oh yeah.
I am
on Tuesday.
I am separated
Yeah.
by 1,000 miles, so I feel safe teasing you, knowing
I'm
that.
constantly this whatever. So let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. 24. Oh, what am I doing here?
No,
Okay, we got to roll again.
We add the 2 up and you
Okay.
get 6.
I'm gonna count the 2. All right, he was the first die. Okay. So if you roll 2, you've got twice as much chance of having a date.
Yeah, there you go.
So go ahead and roll.
Woody Allen says if you're bisexual, you have twice as much chance of having a date.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. And Snellner is the other guy. Okay.
It kind of reminds me of when you were rolling for morale checks or whatever it was last night at Moscow.
I didn't do
You
too
rolled
well
something,
last
Paul
night.
rolled something. You were both rolling for the same unit. I'm like, oh, this is truly the Russian way of doing things.
Well, we get confused, with all the vodka that we drink.
Is that it? Well, we joke in the fencing community for back during the time of the Soviets. They were not. It was not unheard of for them to cheat. I mean, of course, they still have all those scandals now, where they're doing doping and all that jazz. But back then, it was the same kind of thing where they were, doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, kind of a thing. And
Okay, so I made one of them, and that was Heck. So he'll get, but he can't transmit command. Unfortunately, he didn't make it quite. So he's not going to be able to do anything. But he will get a thing in the cup, I guess. Okay, so we have 6 in the cup.
Put them in.
1, 2. All right, we got 6 in there.
all right, go ahead and give it a good shake then. Should we ask David to draw again?
Yeah.
David,
Yeah,
David,
David
are you
has.
kidding? David hasn't drawn anything good, and all the time he's been playing now.
Oh.
There's always tomorrow. So
I'm putting the pressure on him. Yeah.
There you go.
Number 2 for the ally.
All right.
All right.
So
He
there he
redeemed
does. He
himself in
came
spades.
through for you guys, and
All
here
right,
you were
he
giving
came
him
through.
a lot of guff.
All right, we'll have to throw a party for David.
All right. Now, with the real game, when you have your chits in the cup, you kind of make sure the ones that you want have sort of dog ears. Kind of put your finger in there. You can feel around. The ones that are trimmed really well. Nope, don't want those. These dog-eared ones, pick that one out. So it's harder to pull that off in Vassal. All right, well, you guys get to play. Let's see what you guys have. So, are there any charges?
I'm looking for, where are Tom's cavalry units? Well, there's one right there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's
Okay.
one surrounded by
Yes.
a donut of infantry.
We're not going to charge him. Okay, I'm going to put a charge right here. Let's see, where are the... Okay, the new unit move. Charge markers. All right, so this guy's going to go play around. All right. So, anybody else have charges?
You guys shouldn't have rolled for Hackett or whatever.
I shouldn't?
No, because
Wouldn't make a... Okay.
because he's not stacked with a combat unit.
Okay, well, I didn't know whether he could still roll or not, even
No.
though he can't transmute command.
No, you wouldn't.
It seemed like...
Yeah, because you couldn't create a moo with him. So no, you wouldn't.
See, this is
Yeah, it's very
I'm just-
clear in the rules as far
very
as with light
gamey, very
cavalry.
gamey, but I'm just trying to stuff the cup with Al. I didn't know he was prohibited from rolling for an MU just because he can't transmute command. I had no intention of putting that guy in command, but I don't know. What's the ruling on that?
they in order to roll for initiative. So they've got the restrictions are they may not be so light infantry leaders which are part of a division or corps may not check for initiative if in command span of immediate superior. The initiative light cavalry may not be checked until all command points from both sides have been spent. If it has already spent a particular light cavalry unit, a second move marker may not be placed. The eligible light cavalry division leader may check for initiative, and if he passes, form a move of all of his units. So if he's not stacked with a unit, he can't form a move, and if you can't form a move, you can't put a chit in the cup.
All right, well, we cheated.
Shocking.
Redraw.
He drew a 2, not a 6. All right, here we go. Okay, so 1. Oh, wait a minute. 2, 3, 4.
You know what? I think I will do a charge.
Of course, John. Okay, so John, let's go to a different room. You and I can sort ourselves out. Room 1?
Yeah.
Okay. I tell you, it takes Albert to inspire you to do a charge.
All right, you there?
I am. Did Albert inspire you to make a charge?
No, I was just looking like, well, what the hell? These guys are just getting the crap shot out of them over here.
Okay.
So they might as well try something.
Sure.
So they're going to come down one. Oops.
Don't worry about it. You got to leave somebody there anyway, right?
Oh, that's true. So yeah, we'll just leave. So 1. And then they're going to go.
2, 3.
2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8. 9. 10. 11. And they'll displace these guys.
So who's the target of your charge? It's a real mystery. Okay, so what have we got here? At a range of 2.
Got something funky going on there. Yeah, so you had these skirmishers were there.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
So these guys are going to come in the pass to charge, whatever it's called.
Right. So is it a swap where they move out as the other guys move in?
I think so, yeah. I think they come in and then these guys displace back one.
Okay, that makes sense.
They come into there. But I think the thing is can you see me now? Which I'm not sure.
Well, I would see you. So here's the thing. Yeah, I would definitely see you when you show up on my doorstep.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I think the
I
usual.
didn't know if you would see me at 2 or 1 hex.
Yeah. Well, and usually line of sight, at least the way we've been doing it, is you could see through your own skirmishers. Now the question is, can you see through the other guy's skirmishers?
Yeah.
And I think we had made some sort of determination that you couldn't necessarily see through the other guy's skirmishers, which means that when you pop in like that, you're right there for whatever it's worth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, I don't want to spend a lot of time looking it up.
It doesn't say anything about skirmishers.
Yeah.
It just says combat units. You know,
Oh,
with
right.
blocks, line of sight, any dwelling, hex, city, town, village, fire
Sure.
hexes, wood hexes, combat units, elevation, different elevations. So
Yeah. So let's see. I at this stage, given that you're like 1 hex away from me, I don't even know what my odds are on the stupid square chart. It's probably not the best.
it almost be better to roll the stand.
Yeah, well, at least I get a benefit because you only got 2 increments, so it's on the 1 to 2 chart. Russians,
Square, you
French.
you would have to roll 11 through 33.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm probably better off trying to make a morale check there. So I'll have a +9 because of the odds. So we'll just see what we get.
Have heavy cavalry, so that would be a minus. You'd subtract 6.
Oh, okay. So we've got a total of a +3 altogether. So let's see what we get. 34 plus 3 is a 37. Well, it's actually a 41. So they're going to stand.
All right.
So we will get a shot at you. I've got 12 to 6. It's a 2 to 1 shot. Oh, and we missed. So now we just do our numbers.
Yeah, let's see here what I got. Flip them over. So I got 12.
And I have 10.2. I believe.
Oh, you were in line, so you would only have 4 hex. You would only get 4 for your roll to stand.
Yeah, and you only had 2 increments.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What am I thinking? I'm thinking. Yeah. Duh. I just flipped the counter over. There's only two increments there. Yeah. Yeah. So 12. Yeah. So I got 12.
Okay. Right, so they're worth 3 each. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So it's a 1 to 1.
All right.
Straight up 1 to 1.
Let's see what happens. 55. Yeah.
At 1 to 1.
That ain't bad.
So you lose.
That's not bad at all, John.
You
Good.
lose
Good
2, and I lose 2. So your cavalry just ceased to exist.
55.
Yeah, at 55 at 1 to 1, it's a 2 and 2.
So I'm
All right.
done.
Yep.
I'm toast.
Yep, they have done their lot for czar and country there.
God, I can't believe out of 55 I didn't at least get like you didn't disorder. God. I can't get rid of him, so someone's gonna have to put him.
Oh, okay. I'll dispatch him.
How did the hell? Come on, really? Dang it.
Yeah, at 1 to 1, you need to get 62 or better to get a DD.
Yeah, 1 to 1's not great. But you almost killed this guy.
Yeah, there's not much left of him. He's only got a couple increments left now, so it was probably as good a result as anything else. So
That's true.
all right, now let's go and put him in the bone pile. Nope, that's not the bone pile. There's the bone pile.
The St. Clair, we have no St. Clair units on the morale chart.
No what?
There's no St. Clair dead battalions on the morale chart. Now I know we have some dead battalions.
Who's St. Clair?
St. Clair is your corps leader for all these guys, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't had any completely removed yet.
Well, I killed one.
I did, but I put them on the chart, not on the track.
Oh,
Yeah, and
okay.
those are cavalry, right? Oh no, that's
No, I have one infantry.
Oh, that's the
guy.
infantry guy that
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put him on the tracker.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was exciting. What's
It was.
So, now are we ready for time movement?
Sector.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, John, why don't you and I stay in this game room? It looks like everyone else needs to go somewhere else. This is our room. This is our room.
Are we
Start
starting?
two? Oh, hold on.
It looks like they went to room 2, Albert. Okay, are you ready? I'll start the clock.
All right.
You just looks like you'd only have one, just the 15th, the Russians.
No, and the yeah, up there.
Okay,
Oops.
so the avant-garde.
Okay, yeah, the avant-garde and the other one. Come on.
I don't know who the other one is.
This division down here.
Oh, those guys there. Okay.
Yeah, their leaders were supposed to be in that hex because they have to go through the town. So,
Yeah.
I don't know how he got moved off of there, but that's yeah. So all right, so these guys are going to come over to there, like
Okay.
that. These guys are coming in. They're going to come right here. See here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And come into there. So they're going to assault those guys. These cats are going to come down. It's just an. And then. These guys are coming in. There. Flipping over. And they're going to assault into there.
Okay.
And going for broke.
Well, we can expect that from you, John. We were all commenting the other night that you are the equivalent of Marshall Blucher there. It's always forward, always forward.
Always forward. Forward. And it's going to go there. He's going to come over to there. Flip him over. What else can you do with these guys? You know, I mean, what kind of nuance can there possibly be?
With skirmishers, not a hell of a lot.
Well, I mean, just with the Prussians in general and these guys, yeah. I mean, it's like you got to just, you know, your guys aren't that great, so who can take the most punishment?
Yeah, it's basically, you know, who can fail their morale check first.
Right, yeah. So this guy's going to go there.
So you need to make a morale check for him. He'll have a -6, or well, you're marking everybody, but yeah, he'll have a negative for starting off right next to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's right.
Yeah.
And then this guy's assaulting too, so I'll just come back over and I don't have any other assault markers down here. Let me get these guys going here.
Well, you can just click on the unit and then you can make put an assault on it if you want.
Yeah, but it's like, okay. Okay. Okay.
So are they both assaulting the
No,
guns?
this guy right here is assaulting this guy.
Okay.
This guy is assaulting that guy.
Okay.
Those guys right there, yeah. And
So I'll just
we got
put that right there.
one.
Yeah.
So these guys are gonna go 1, 1, and then they're gonna bring up their thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this guy would be the same right behind him.
They're just coming out a road and then they're just forming column,
Yeah.
it looks like. Okay.
All going around, yeah. Now these guys right here, so these guys are going to go 1. So they're going 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on a second. I'm sorry. I didn't see these guys here. So these guys are going to go up to there, like that. And these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And they're going 1. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And then these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And I think what I'll have to do is bring everybody down, back down. Three, 4, 5. And these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And everybody was coming around behind him. Where's the rest of them? Oh, there they are. And that's a long tail, isn't it? Ah. I mean, I probably screwed up a little bit of movement, some of those guys. Then, these guys were, that's the division commander. Okay, I think that everybody moved now. Oh, yes, yeah. All right.
All right, and you did it all with 1:40 left on the clock, John.
Jeez, and you know, and I didn't even, my heart rate didn't go up.
Yeah, I told you you'd get better with practice.
I know, it's just that first, you know, it's hard to change when you get older, you know?
I understand.
Especially when it's like, you know, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I loved it. I am an audiophile, and I have an audio system that most people wouldn't have, and I won't mess around with analog. It's just not my thing, you know.
Right.
So it's not like I'm a Luddite. I'm not into the digital stuff. It's just sometimes the stuff on when you get into this kind of stuff, it's just so overly complicated, and it pisses me off so quickly. It reminds me of work. So it's not fun. You know what I mean? When
Sure.
it's like work, why is that fun?
Sure. All right. Well, we can do some defensive fire. So,
Yes, we can.
my guys that are here can't fire on you. Yeah, they can't fire on the guys that are in front of them. But these guys can fire on the guys that are attacking them. So they're in line, so it looks like it's 6 to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
32 is a miss. All right, then we've got a shot here with our guns. I've got 16 to 16 to 6. So it's going to be a 2.5 to 1, shifted to a 3 to 1 for canister. So here's what we get. 53 at 3 to 1 is a hit. So the top unit needs to make a morale check. The 3rd of the 20th Ergerskis. Yeah, that's going to be a 23 with your leader. I don't know if they pass.
Let's see. Yes.
What was their morale?
Oh no,
32.
32. Oh no,
Oh.
they're crappy.
Yeah, they're going to disorder.
All right, so let's see here. Let's get the leader off of here for just a second. Put him there. Oh, what happened there? All right. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh. But I still would get a shot at you, though. So we'll have to remember that.
Yeah, well, why don't you go ahead and do it now? You've got like 6 to 20.
Yeah. Hang on, let me. Yes, the avant-garde, not so avant-garde. All right, so all right, let's just see what I get. The 43, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little
All right.
confused by what you've moved.
I moved those guys out of there because they disordered out.
I know, but why did you move the guys that were there?
Oh, I didn't mean to. Where the hell did they go?
You put them in the same stack with the guys that are disordered.
Oh, I think it's these.
There was like those guys. So they had,
Yeah,
I think,
sorry.
1 hit on them. I'm just like,
Yeah, they did.
I'm
I
just
don't
like-
know how I must have accidentally when I lassoed them, you know.
right,
And they were in line.
correct.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we do the rest of our shooting up there while we're at it?
All right. Oh, okay. So then we've got. I think there's only 6 guys. No, I think there's 7 in this one. Let's see. Yeah, there's 7. So there's 2 there,
And maybe
and there's
1 there. Yeah. So you've got 3. You've got 6, and then your other guy is 6. You've got 12. You're coming in on my flank, so that's going to be a 2 to 1 shot.
yeah. That's gonna be a
That's
hit.
going to be a hit. And let's go ahead and make a morale check for them. Up 56, they're happy.
All right. And then these guys in line.
Yep.
Just fire on your those.
So you got 8 to 9. A 32
Nothing,
is a miss,
32.
yeah.
Then this artillery will fire on
Well, let me take my shot at you first, so I'll fire on these guys. So I've
Oh,
got
okay, yeah.
I've got a 12 to 9, a 1-to-1 shot there. 42 is a miss. So you've got a 16 to 6, 2.5 to 1 shot.
Ooh, that'll be a hit.
That is a hit. Those guys are taking a beating there, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what happens. All right, then I've got a shot here. And that's a miss. And that's it for defensive fire.
All right. So then these guys up here, these Jaegers will fire.
Oh, they already did.
Oh, they did. That's right.
Yeah.
It was a miss. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so these guys.
They can't fire. You can't combine them because you already fired
Oh, that's
your
right.
guns.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. So this guy will just take another pop
Yeah.
shot at him.
Nah.
And then I got these guns right here, which will fire on those guys again.
Sure. Nope. And then you get a.
Is that me? Did that roll a 32?
It says 32. That's going to be a miss. And then you've got ricochet
Roll into
there.
That guy.
Yeah. No,
26.
that's a
no,
miss.
that's L. That's no.
It's
that's
got your
me,
name
20.
next to it, so 26.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
All right. So now we're done with all the shooting. Did you mark down your gun there?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And don't, yeah, okay, cool. All right, so now we do our attacks, right?
Yeah.
So you've got 6 and I've got 5. And let's see.
I'm on
here.
your flank.
You
so
are
that's
on my
gonna
flank.
be. You're gonna be
Normally, yeah,
9.
yeah. So it's a -9. Do we?
And you took that hit.
No, you took a hit.
So did
Oh
you.
no, you're right. I did take a hit. So it's a -3. So it'll be a -12 altogether for those guys.
Yeah, I didn't take a hit because you couldn't fire on me.
14. They're going to disorder. So 1, 2, 3. All right. So you can occupy that hex if you want to. You don't have to make a morale check.
I want to.
All right.
take.
Then you've got this other attack here. So you've got, it's a 2-to-1 attack because you got 4 increments against my 2 increments. So I have a -3 on my morale check. And I roll a 34 minus 3 is going to be a 31. And I got a morale of
That's another
26.
6.
So I'm gonna stick around. So
Well, you have another 6 taken off you because of your half.
oh, you're right. I am half dead now. Yep. So they're going to disorder as well. So let's go back. Let's mark them with a disorder marker. Disorder, and we'll go 1, 2, and we can't go any further back than that right now. All right, exciting stuff, John.
It was. So, like, if I was to come in, I'd have to be facing, like,
You would
that way.
be facing. Yep, you'd be facing the direction that you're attacking from.
That would be not good.
It would be less than optimal.
All right. All right. Ooh. I'm still okay. All right.
Okay, so at this point, I think it is time that you would roll for recovery and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I think there's this contact unit back here.
Yeah.
So let's just...
They've found some little cabin out there that's got a stash of moonshine.
Found some chickens.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
I guess this guy right here.
Yeah, he's your next one. No,
Oh, okay. So he's not. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move him into. The
yeah, if you
town
move him
there.
into Streisand, yeah, you should be fine. Into
Then-
Barbara Streisand.
Oh, now the real.
Well, you got
The real
Roth
thing is
there,
to be-
so
I
he'll
should have
add in
taken
something.
this guy right here and put him on that stack. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'll just roll.
Why you the brigade command, the division commander? Oh no! Stay, please stay. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that 45. Well, let's see there. One of the guys is half dead. So that would be a -9. But with your leader there, it's a -7. So 45 -7. They're still going to be fine. It's going to be like a 34 or something. So I think those
he's a
guys were
25,
better.
That really bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Eric must be trembling.
Oh, yeah, the Russians always have me quaking, as you know, Albert.
Yeah, because look at all those Russians coming up on you. Boy.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
No. Yeah, those French landwehr will stand up.
Hey, you know,
All those boys.
they
Oh,
are. They almost have facial hair.
Yeah, well, 2 years later at Waterloo, these guys would have been, the core of the French army.
Yeah, pretty
If
much.
they would have made it through.
Let's see, they got to make it through Leipzig
Yeah,
and,
and then they
and,
got
the, and 1815 or 1814. So
1814. So yeah, most likely not many of them were around back then.
I don't know. There must have been some of them.
Yeah, there were, but I don't know if these guys were. I think these guys all pretty much kicked the bucket, or were invalided out by the time Waterloo came along.
Think how long these Russians have been out of Russia.
No
They
shit.
got to be homesick for some homemade vodka.
That's probably why their morals are what they are. So,
Oh, they got good morale.
some of them do. Some of them are not all that eager to be here. That's all I can say.
No, these guys don't have good morale at all.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's under 25.
yeah.
Who, this group that's coming up?
Well, they might be a little better, but who knows?
Oh, they're pretty good. I'd look at 121. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, those guys are regular line troops. The avant-garde are kind of sketchy. So, all right, did you guys get everything done on your end of the battlefield?
No, we didn't finish. We came up to watch instead.
Oh, my gosh. It's just pure voyeurism on your part, Albert.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done on our end of the universe.
Now we're going to see what the French have in store.
That's
What time is it getting here, though?
it's
It's only 10. It's not your bedtime yet.
Okay.
yeah, we should be able to finish up the turn. We don't have that much.
Remember, we
going on.
started an hour early.
Yeah.
That's
Just
true.
for this.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
All right, are we ready to go back up to the cup and draw something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Well, David drew the fateful chit there, so it's got to be the
Wow.
French turn. So I'll go ahead and pull. And oh, it looks like it's stacked. This is what I was afraid of.
God.
Oh, there's the French. There's the French. So, all right. Well, let's see what excitement we can do, shall we? So I will start to shuffle things around. I don't think Tom's got much going on in his area of the universe.
I don't have anything at all.
So I'm going to move
Tom's got-
Gross
and it could- Tom's got a
1,
unit that could charge.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those guys are moving. They're on the move over there. All right, and let's see. 1, they'll change into. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Did we do our recovery phase?
We did over on our side.
We didn't do it on our side.
We don't know.
So
You
1,
You got a couple there. Right?
2, 3,
Yeah.
4,
So
5.
I'm taking off I'm taking off this exhausted off the 13-4.
Oh, I didn't do these guys here. I forgot these guys, Eric.
Who?
This cavalry down here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Go ahead and roll for them. 42 minus 6 is going to be a 32.
And I got a leader in there.
Yeah, I don't know what he adds in.
Let's see. Oh, him.
What about that PDG guy you got there?
Yeah, I'm going to roll for him.
Okay.
Okay. No, thanks. David, you were watching out for me always. I appreciate it. Okay, 45.
These two.
Yep,
I
so
think
that's
he's
going to be
probably gonna
a
okay.
34. So I don't know what your lances are
25.
worth.
They make it, Eric.
What's
They
their
made
what's
it.
their morale?
Yeah, these guys make it. Because they're 35, and
You got a
that guy has
34.
+2.
Right, so a 42 becomes a 32, plus 2 becomes a 34. So they're still going to be routed if their morale
Oh, okay,
is...
yeah, right.
yeah.
I miscounted that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the top guys, but maybe not the bottom guys.
Well, I don't know. They're your guys.
I'm looking.
Flip them over.
34.
So
So
the
those guys would stay.
yeah, so the bottom guy would have recovered. But the top guy is still going to be routed.
Now, if they were reversed, the bottom guy doesn't need to check, right?
Well, no, so
No,
let's
they all
see.
just-
That you bring up a good point, because normally if you make the morale check, if the top one fails, then the bottom unit has a minus something on their check. But let me
I
just...
think it's -3 if I remember right.
No. So then the bottom one would fail as well, if that's the case.
Is that what it is?
But I think it rolls again for it, though, right?
No, it's like a scaling thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. You just take the same roll and you just apply the result to it.
yeah, that's somewhere in here. I think you're right, Tom. It's something like 3. One of those is.
Yeah, it's
They
a
all
minus
go.
3.
But they're only going to move 4, though, right? Because they're.
Yeah,
Or
because
do they move the whole thing?
they're exhausted.
Yeah, I know, but they move their whole movement point, though, right?
Yeah, so
they're
they're
exhausted. It's 1/3.
yeah, so they just move. They move at 1/3. So it's going to be four movement points is what they've got.
Okay. All right.
Do 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 do. All right. So, are we ready to continue the French move?
No.
No?
Yes.
Thank you, John. I love you.
Continue.
All right. So let's see. Now we'll move on to. So that's for the young guard. That's floating around over there. So let's go ahead and we'll just move that out of the way. Down here to the 44th Division. These guys are going to turn their guns. So we can take a nice shot there. Let's see. One. These guys are going to move over here. 1, 2. These guys will go into square. Do 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 do.
All right, so it's in 17.2. It says the morale process. When checking morale, roll the dice. Resulting number must, after all, not equal or exceed blah blah blah. When checking the morale of a stack of units, roll once for the hex and compare the number, after all modifications, to the morale of each unit. When this is done, units either maintain good order or recover good order, or they fail and must disorder or rout. I didn't see any additional modifier for the second one.
So those guys would stay there then.
Well, if somebody would look up the rules while I continue my movement, please.
But you have a disordered then stacked with a good unit. I think that's where the -3 comes from. But I'm writing the crayons right now, so I can't look.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay.
For recovery, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's for checking. It's for checking. So you might be in stacking regarding doing that sort of stuff as part of being part of the stack.
Yeah.
See, these guys will turn into skirmish order and then move across here and occupy that hex. Let's see, these guys will move here.
Hey, David, what does what do our corps commanders have as command range?
Their command range is 6.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, 6.
Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah, I think the bottom one recovers. Because that was they were already PGD. So and they were already subtracting for that.
Well, if that's what you guys want to do, that's fine.
Is that how we're doing this?
I think so.
All right.
I mean, that's the way I do it, but I'm biased, so.
Me too.
All right, let's see. I think I've got just about everybody where I can park them for the moment. So, for what it's worth. Okay. All right, I think I've moved just about everything I possibly can. Not a whole lot out there, but it is what it is. So, time for defensive
you moved
fire.
those skirmishers back.
Which skirmishers?
Oh, these guys. Here.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I pushed them back, and then I didn't have an MU for those guys to do anything. So. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Well, you could have occupied. You could have. No, actually, you could have moved forward, right, or into the.
I could have, but then I'm sitting there getting shot. Well, those are land. Those guys don't shoot very well. Your guys,
Yeah.
do they?
Yeah. But I'm behind the wall and all that crap, so.
Yeah, I know. And then what am I getting? Then I'm stuck.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the universe.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, let's do defensive fire. So you start wherever you want to, John.
All right. Well, let's do these guys.
Okay.
Obviously on him.
Sure.
Just
So
roll
you've
the
probably
die.
got what?
I don't think a 12 is going to do much good.
No, 12 is not going to do much, no matter how you slice it.
And then we'll take this guy and this guy on him.
So you got 4 plus.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Okay.
And then we'll take this guy and this guy on that.
Sure. So you've probably got.
Just
Just
under
roll.
64. It'll be a
Hey,
hit.
that might be a hit. Because you probably got what? 12 there or 5 there? 5. So you've got.
Oh, they might be 5, yeah.
Yeah. But a 64 is, I mean, that hits all the way out to like 2.5 to 1 or something. So
Yeah.
it's still a hit. All right. So let's go ahead and apply a hit to them. And we will increase that. Well, we'll start. We'll just remember that those guys had one more guy there.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do is artillery. Oh, well, shit. Okay.
Well, you don't have any artillery that's adjacent to me, do you?
No. I forgot to do the artillery ammunition is what I'm saying.
No, you did. Look, you got your.
No, that was the last
Oh,
turn.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, go ahead, roll for that guy. You're forgetting everything, John. I tell you.
3.
Yeah. So they deserve not to get their ammunition back.
That's right. If you can't remember, you don't get it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll take a shot at you here. We've got our cannons 1, 2, 3, 4. They will fire. Where should they fire? So we'll fire these guns that are here on those guys that are there. So it's a 2-to-1 shot on those guys. And that's a 12. Well, that's a big fat miss. We're both equally lucky. We'll go ahead and have the readout guns and these guys that are in line fire here on this. So that's going to be 16. That's going to be 28 to 6. That's going to be 4-to-1 shifted to 5-to-1. 41 at 5-to-1 is a single hit. And it's a morale check for those guys.
But I guess let's go ahead and go down. Al.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and go down.
All right,
Yeah.
moving right along.
Artillery fire.
Let's go ahead. We'll fire here. So these guys have got 3. So it's going to be 9-to-9, a 1-to-1 shot. Hey, that's a hit on those guys. And it's a morale check for them.
And that's going to be like a double whammy, like 12. Because that's...
No, I'm there. So they're...
Yeah.
So they just have a minus... oh, yeah, you're right.
No.
Because they're half dead.
12.
Yeah, so...
Half dead and half loss on one event.
Yeah.
So that's 12.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. 42 becomes a 22.
Oh, no way.
Survey says.
No. So they're going to disorder.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd we go? Oh, there we go. All right.
Yeah, on the bright side, that's leaving you lots of room to maneuver now.
Yeah. Oh, get back here.
All right.
Okay, then we've got a pot shot here. My skirmisher versus your skirmisher. 61. Is it good enough? I've got 6-2. No, probably not. All right, then I've got these. We've got these guns here that can fire. They'll fire over which way? We'll do some crossfire. We'll fire here on those guys. So we'll just take a pot shot. 61. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. 8 to 14. And my leader doesn't add anything in. So nope, that's a miss. All right, we got the guns across the river, so we can take a shot at you from across the river. So the guys that are in the Saxon battery, they'll fire here on these guys. They're in column, so that's going to be a 1-to-1 shot on that hex there that's got Roth in it. 31, that's a miss. And then what else? We can fire from this spot here. Let's see if we got enough range to make it to your incoming troops. Not quite. I got range, but not that much range. So, well, we'll take a shot at them at extreme long range. So they're going to have 4 to 6. And that's a miss. All right, zooming back in here. We've got these guns here. They can take a shot here. A 46 at 1-to-1 is a miss. But, oh, it's not 1-to-1 anyway. But we'll go rolling into these guys. And that's a miss. And then
Hey, David.
we'll have a 1-to-1 there with a -12. And that's a miss. All right, we'll combine these two guys, these two skirmishers,
David,
here on that guy.
let's go down to the game room something. Game room 1.
Okay, we're in one.
So I've got 2.5 plus, I had 6 there, plus 3. So it's going to be 5.5 times 3. It's going to be 15 and change. So it's a 2.5 to 1 shot on those boys there. 41, that is a hit. And a morale check for them.
I think they made it.
And they're happy. Good. All right. Let's see. It looks like we got a bead we can draw over here on those guys there. So
Now,
that's gonna
go to game room 2 again for a sec.
so that's gonna be a
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's gonna be a 1-to-1 shot on this hex here, and then I guess it would roll into that hex back there somewhere. So, oh, that's no good. All right, and then we'll take a shot here on those guys. That's going to be a 16 to 9, 65. That's definitely a hit. What are you doing, Wagler?
35. I'm not sure if these guys will stand here.
I don't know what their morale was. 34.
34.
They just barely did it.
Yep.
All right, and then if you will watch, I'll take a shot at.
Where are you going?
Going to go down to. We've got this. Well, I don't know. Tom, are you with us?
Yeah. Are you firing redoubt number 3?
Well, unless you've already done it.
No, no.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? If you think there's a target that's worth taking a pot shot at.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll get him.
Do 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 do. All right. I did not have any assaults, so we can roll for our recoveries. I've got one routed unit that's back here. And my leader, I think, adds in 3. So it's just a minus, only a -9. Nope. He is not happy. Yep. So 1, 2, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, where can he go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back up that way. All right. Then I got a couple of guys that are disordered. So I've got that guy there.
All right, I missed.
And he's happy. And then I've got this guy here. There's not much left of him. Oh, he's definitely not happy. So he is going to 1, 2, let's move him all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gets him into that part of the world. Oh, then I got this guy that's down here that's disordered. Oh my God.
Another 11?
Yep.
Yeah.
One,
Good thing that's not your artillery.
yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Then we will roll for. I do have 1 artillery to get back here, and 1 to get back there. So for the guy that's stacked with Berthiez, nope. And the redoubt. Yes, the redoubt got its ammunition back. Yeah, I just rolled an 11 on them, so that was less than optimal. Okay. I think that takes care of it for me.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's go up to the lobby, and we'll see where the other guys are. Oh, everyone's in game room 1. Hey, guys.
Oh, they're in game room 1.
Yeah. You guys all done? Tom, did you take your shots?
Yeah.
Did we manage to...
No, I whiffed.
You whiffed. Oh, that can happen. So, you can't always win. I shot an 11 out of my redoubt. Fortunately, they got their ammunition back. They're just like, no. I've been rolling nothing but 11s over here. So I guess I had all my lucky rolls last night shooting up Albert's troops at Moscow.
Well, nothing against anybody, but I'd rather have you lucky on Moscow than this.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think we need to be as lucky at Moscow, do we? Actually, it's a fairly balanced army kind of thing, and the terrain is certainly unpleasant for the French, so I guess a little bit of luck never hurts. So, all right, well, let's go up to the cup, unless there's anything else that needs to be done, Tom.
I'm good.
Okay. Cool. So, let's go, and we drew the French, so it's your guys' turn to draw.
You did all your recoveries and stuff?
I believe so. I mean, I only had a couple, and I managed to roll horrible on all of them, so...
Only had one.
I would imagine that Tom has done his part.
Anybody hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Okay. I was going to say today I went and I read. You know how I have nothing to do, being retired and everything like that.
I've heard that.
And so I went and read through the Battle of Moskva, Consim World. Very interesting. Mark Herman is a big fan of that battle, and he has a couple of playthroughs through it. And Terry Daugherty had a big discussion in there, about it was published in 2012.
Yep.
But they basically, I think basically it's pretty challenging. I was encouraged. They said that the Russians have a hard time of it. So, and that's definitely what we're having. Right, John?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know. It's good to know that it's not you.
Yes, it's always good to know you have a support group.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
All right.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do. I guess
Maybe we ought to give David a command in there, so he can participate in the pain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I'm sure, participate in a lot of pain soon.
Okay,
All right.
so let's go back up to the cup. It's your turn to draw from the cup. So
All right, cup.
Draw yet, Al?
Huh?
Go ahead.
You want me to draw?
Yeah, man.
Oh boy, you know what happens when I draw.
Yeah.
at this point, all the exciting stuff is the critical things have passed.
Leaders.
Leader movement. All right, this is. Do the Allies have leaders to move?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. I'm gonna go watch my Amber Alert.
Watch out for the tornadoes, Al. If we hear a big
Yeah.
sucking sound, we'll know it's.
I don't know. Did anybody else's Amber Alert go off? Or
Are you talking about Amber Alert, or are you?
yeah, I had a buzz on my phone, which is usually either an Amber Alert or a tornado warning.
Oh, I just got severe.
Oh,
storm.
that's what I got. Okay, that's what I got. Okay, so where is Schwarzenberg going here? Let's see. Leaders.
You need to concentrate on whatever his name is. Goulet. Take him with his activation marker and move him over there with your stuff.
What?
Goulet. Right
Yeah.
here.
Okay, yeah, that's where you haven't moved Schwarzenberg yet. This Schwarzenberg, so I know how to count out.
Right now, Schwarzenberg can pretty much stay where he's at. So
Oh, okay.
he's
All right,
10%
good.
alive.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna find him. I can figure it out. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong guy. There he is. It's hard sometimes to pick the right unit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay.
Do, 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 do.
Do you have to be on a leader to transmit command?
You have to
This
be on a
works in
leader
there?
to get an MU.
Yeah. You have to be on a unit, you mean? I mean.
Correct.
Yeah, you have to be on a unit to get an to
Yeah, what
receive
about
an MU.
Schwarzenberg? He doesn't need to, right?
He doesn't get an MU, right?
Yeah.
We can't do an Army MU.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he's got anything on his thing that's his Army escort.
He does. It's all
Leader.
of those Cossacks that are over here, over by Zernitz, where he was. As you see, most of them are all headquarters escorts.
They are not part of the Army of Bohemia.
Oh, we got another leader here. Let's see. Where is he?
Those Cossacks are part of the. They were with the.
Oh, they were with Barclay de Tollet.
Yeah, and whoever that. There's some other person.
Oh, do they-
listed there.
Are they activated now?
Constantine. Well, because the Allied Reserve. Barclay's always activating.
Right.
Okay, Tom, I moved my leader Heck into that unit.
Okay. I went ahead and moved Pujol to his cab unit.
Yeah.
Can we roll for these, Dave? Can we roll for these light cavalry down here?
No, they don't. They can't do a. You mean for a command point?
Well, no. I mean, are they active or are they inactive?
Well, they're basically they're part of the they're the escort for Wilhelm and Franz and Barclay, and you probably could have moved one with Barclay if you'd wanted.
Yeah, they can move towards Barclay during the regroup.
I don't know. I guess they could.
Well, who could would be anybody that has HE on them, headquarters.
Yeah, so it's
None of these guys have headquarters on them.
Yeah, they're all HE.
yeah, so it
These guys down
says
here?
it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 Cossack regiments that have HE. They are the headquarters escort for the Army of the Reserve. So that's Barclay de Tollet. And there's no time on it. It says all of that stuff that's under Army of Bohemia is active at 6 o'clock in the morning. So they are, in theory, they're active. They're not pinned in place or anything. So
And actually, I had one of them that you PGD. I never rolled for here. I'll see if he can recover. If he goes, no, he doesn't. He keeps going. What's it? 15 hexes.
Are you using those guys, David?
Nope.
Oh,
So I just need to go into the town here and stay 15 hexes away.
because I'll take them.
Scavenger. Vulture.
I'll take them.
that is hilarious.
I
Well,
love throwing Cossacks at Eric. It's fun.
I know we have a lot of fun together, John.
Do you have
Because
it? Do you
I
have
did
as much
not-
fun
I did
as
not
he
get
does with
to-
the howitzers. He has so much fun with those howitzers.
Well, I have to have some little pleasure somewhere.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
You can on the regroup. You can move them towards your.
Okay, cool.
I guess, and you've got one that's routed down here, but he's just waiting to recover.
Hey, but this is not regroup. This is leader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. You're right. It is. It is leaders.
Said on the regroup.
And yes.
Which
So it
Yeah,
says,
it's coming
likewise, there are Army level assets. These units primarily exist to provide headquarters security, and as such, they should always accompany the Army leader in question, ending each turn either stacked with or adjacent to that leader. To manage this, Army level assets move when the leader action chit is pulled. These are the only units permitted to move during this chit. They may only move so as to stack with or to be adjacent to their army leader. They may not charge, assault, or perform any other function during this movement. So basically, you've got them, but you can never charge with them unless they're basically there to do reaction charges. They're not there to like engage in combat.
So they can never charge ever?
So I'm looking at it here. They may not charge, assault, or perform any function during this movement. They are incapable, if they are incapable of keeping up with the leader, and as such incapable of ending movement stacked with or adjacent to them, they become independent units no longer part of the headquarters. They can be moved in subsequent turns if some other leader constitutes a move of a single stack with which they are incorporated, but henceforward they are no longer part of headquarters staff and are considered independent units unattached to any superior formation. So basically, headquarters escorts, you have to have your leader stacked with them, and they're basically there to provide security in case I were to charge you or something. You could, fight, but it's not like you're going to use your headquarters stuff to go charge the French or something like that. They're basically there to provide escorts for your army leader.
Yeah, so those guys are basically out of the game now, really. Unless you use an MU on them, one of them or two.
Right. I mean, if we wanted to, since you didn't know about it, you could move them and have them stacked with Barclay de Tollet or adjacent to Barclay de Tollet. That would be fine. But for all intents and purposes, you can't really, all they're doing is just keeping me from, attacking Barclay or surrounding him or whatever else. So,
which is not really going to happen right now. So
no. But once Marat shows up, that's a different story.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready? Tom, did you have any leaders that you were moving, or are we done with our...
I already moved him.
Okay. All right. And I will move a leader. I had somebody here. Somebody who was a decent commander. Who's that? No, not Berthier. Somebody
Hey,
else.
Tom.
Yeah.
So
I think my
three.
charge marker on people should have gone off. This one?
Yeah, you shouldn't have any charge markers on anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are exhausted, but you shouldn't have any charge markers yet.
Right, yeah. Okay.
All right. That's it as far as my movement goes for leaders. All right. Back up to the cup. I guess it's our turn to draw.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
What is that, Eric?
That is the sound my phone makes when I get a text message.
Oh.
So...
Sounds like a pissed off Chinese woman.
It is. So as many of you know, I'm a big fan of the British sci-fi television show Doctor Who, and so back in the 70s, they had a character that was a companion for the Doctor that was this robotic dog, and it makes this. It would say, danger, Doctor, or this or that, or whatever else kind of a thing. Yeah. And so one of the little sounds it makes is this little message that it gives me. And so my son years ago had found this app that's got all these Doctor Who sounds and sound effects and whatnot. So my ringtone is the theme from Doctor Who, and my messages are these other things. I don't know how to set any of it. He was bored one day. He just loaded it all up, and so it makes noises, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. So it's kind of fun. All right,
You're Doctor Who.
we got Bastion Fire.
That had awesome production.
The older stuff was truly horrible, but the newer
That's
stuff
when you
is,
loved it.
I did. I fell in love with it watching it back then, so I can't complain.
Destroy, destroy, destroy.
In a word, yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's see.
Many a pot-filled night watching that.
That's my problem. I obviously was not having enough pot when I was playing that.
No, you weren't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Don't admit anything on the air here.
Hey, it's legal in California.
In California, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good, except us Texas guys, we can't talk about it.
There you go. All right, so I'm going to have the Soul Bastion is going to take a pot shot here. I've got a positive for the windage, so we're on target. So it is going to be a 1-to-1 shot with a +2. And that's going to be a hit on this hex right here.
He always scores a hit.
Do, 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 do. I don't always score a hit, just most of the time. All right, who should we punish next? I'm thinking there's some other Russians that need to get beaten up. So let's go ahead and have the Venus Battalion, or Bastion, send its love to Roth. So it's another 1-to-1, but this time I've got a +6 for Sorbier. 55 becomes a 65. That is a palpable hit on the third of the 20th Ergerskis.
These guys right here?
Yep. All right, moving right along because there's always more things to blow up. Let's go ahead and target some poor benighted Prussians. They haven't suffered enough. We'll go ahead and have Drouot drop a bomb here on those guys that haven't been hit yet. So that's going to be a 1-to-1 with a +6. Oh, and that's going to be a hit on that unit and a morale check.
Right, entirely too many hits.
Oh, they are going to disorder. All right, and then the Emperor of all the French is going to take a pot shot over here on, let's see, who hasn't been hit yet. Let's see if we can hit your cavalry. That might be a good target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Good, they're within range. So it's a 1-to-1 shot with a +12. 32 becomes a 52. That is a hit on your new mark. That is on your new mark cavalry.
Okay. Let me pass this.
Okay. All right, that's it on my side. Tom, what have you got?
Let's go with Mercury, and he's going to fire at this 10-5 right here that's in road column.
Okay. So you've got a.
Okay, so it's right on target, and it's going to be what, 6? Road column is still a 6.
Yep.
Isn't it?
So it's a 1-to-1 with a +3. So that's going to be a hit. No, with a +3, that's a hit.
Cool. So.
And a morale check on them.
The +3, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And okay.
Who is this? Saturn? Yep. Okay, Saturn. Let's double check Luna here. All right, so Saturn's going to fire right here on this skirmisher next to that artillery piece where everybody's in square, where my guy's in square.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. He's going to fire at the artillery piece, at the limbered artillery piece. So I get +1. Nope. So I'm off target here. So 4. What's north? 1?
So
1.
you
Yes,
roll.
true.
So you roll
Yeah.
a second time. Right. So that's for windage. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be on that skirmish unit.
Skirmisher.
So it's going to be 8 to 14.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
And then the last guy is going to fire. Is going to fire on the skirmisher again.
Okay.
Nope.
Blue off target. So then roll
6.
6. That's going to land right here on Mesco.
Oh, that's where I wanted it.
So that's going to be a
Oh, darn.
55. That might still be a hit, but it's against a. Is there anything in there other than just limbered artillery?
No, just limbered artillery.
Yeah.
We have 55.
So I mean, it's a hit, but it doesn't do anything since it's counter battery fire. You need to get 2 hits to do something with it.
But isn't it suppressed?
It is, but well, I don't know. With the suppression rules, I thought it was only good for the turn it happened in.
Could be.
That's what it says, which is kind of weird for.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically whoever goes second.
Fire at you this turn.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the advantage is whoever goes first can suppress a battery, but whoever else.
Yeah, another 5th edition screw up.
Yeah, it says they're removed during the reorganization segment at the end of the turn, regardless of a full turn having elapsed since the suppression occurred. So yeah, it's. I mean, if it were the case where we'd drawn the bastion first and you'd hit it, then it would have been suppressed before the Austrian turn, or maybe before there was defensive fire during the French phase. So, I mean, that battery's not doing much anyway. It's only worth 2 points.
I don't know. I'd make an argument because it says it's removed during the reorg phase.
Right, it's the reorg phase at the end of the turn, though. Do we have a reorg phase at the end of the turn?
No.
So it would come off during the player's reorg phase.
Yep.
Okay.
Good job, Tom.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is it suppressed or not?
It is suppressed.
Yeah.
Help me, I'm feeling suppressed.
Okay, I'm gonna put a. I'll put a.
Yeah, put a little meatball on them.
Weird marker on there. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put a like a weird marker.
They had one that looks like a little meatball.
Put a howitzer thing on there.
About that.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back up to the Cup of Fate. You guys get to pull.
Cup of Fate. Okay. I think I pulled already. Who hadn't pulled?
I'll pull. Regroup.
Regroup. All right.
Regroup. I'm gotta get busy here. Oh. Okay. Regroup. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try and limber this one artillery again.
2, 3, 4, 5.
What do you have to roll for those? For the allies,
Well,
David.
normally it's a 5 or 6, right? And I've got a leader, so it's 4, 5, or 6.
Oh, yeah. A 1 isn't going to cut it.
Here.
Do, 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 do.
Alright, now. This. Oh, he's gotta go towards. No, he's not gonna do it.
Did you get your guys back in order, John?
You mean those Cossacks? I don't think so. I'll just leave them there. I mean, it's gonna take them forever to get up there. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I understand the rules, but I don't understand if they can even hedge towards the leader.
So
The way it reads, I don't think so. But
yeah, no, the way it
Yeah,
reads is they are stuck there. So that's why I'm saying if you want to move, just pick them up and move them there. Just imagine that they've been with Barclay this whole time. I'm cool with that. You know, they'd have to be stacked with Barclay, and they'd have to or be adjacent to Barclay.
Yeah, it'll be target practice for you, won't it?
Well, and that's part of it too, is that by him being stacked with them, then yes, they are vulnerable to getting the occasional howitzer shell.
You know what? I'll just deal with that crazy Marat when he shows up.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Deal
Okay.
when he shows up. Yeah.
So.
Well, you know,
Final.
Ed
Thanks.
has been watching our Dresden game here, so I'm sure he will have some comment about those Cossacks. So we'll see what he has to say, because I think he'd sent me an email, or maybe he'd sent Tom an email, basically saying that those the different leaders needed to be stacked with somebody, and so even like Napoleon or your different army leaders would typically have an escort with them.
Yeah, I can put a guy underneath him.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do. I don't really care one way or the other, but they're not really used for, like, okay, I'm sending my escorts off to break the line kind of a thing. They're just basically there to protect your guy from attack.
They're pretty crappy, these guys.
They are Cossacks after all.
Good Lord.
Yeah, you're welcome to change your. Are they that bad? Oh my God, yeah, they are. Oh, you got one that's 41. That's even better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I want. All right,
Yeah.
Barclay, you're dead now. You're dead meat, boy. So they have to be stacked with them or stacked with them.
Yeah, stacked with or adjacent. So the
I don't
idea,
necessarily have to put them on him then.
Yeah, so here's what Ed had said in his email to Tom and I on this subject. He said, you've got, for example, Napoleon and his escort. They're going to go over to activate some corps leader. The corps leader is stacked with one of the units in the corps, so you can't then move Napoleon's escort on top of this infantry battalion. So Napoleon moves on top of the corps leader and his infantry, and then his escort sits next to him. And then as soon as he moves off, then he's stacked with his escort. So the idea is that they're usually stacked with the escort, but then if you need to move the leader on top of one of your other leaders to activate him, then obviously you can't move the cavalry on top of, the infantry or whatever. So that's why they would be then adjacent. So typically they should be stacked with their leader, and they're only adjacent then when they have to kind of move off to avoid stacking issues. So here's what I'm going to do, John. I'm not going to bomb Barclay. I will make a solemn pledge.
Okay.
No matter how
No,
tempting.
no. I'm not a special kid. You beat me up as much as you can. I'm playing with the big kids.
There you go. Now, if he happens to get hit via ricochet, that's a totally different story. But I promise not to drop a bomb on him.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
So,
well, Ed had sent me a text message saying, don't be too mean to the guys with the howitzers. So I have to show some restraint there. So yeah. All right. Are you guys done moving your leaders?
It's regroup.
Oh, it's regroup.
Oh, it's regroup. Okay. Are you guys done with your regroup? Can we do ours?
I think so. Yeah, I just finished looking around if I have any other regroup.
One, two.
I think I'm good.
This guy was 1, 3, 4.
Oh my God, I moved him. Oh, here's one. Here's one I can move.
Are you moving your administrative march?
I am. Oh, that's right. I don't do that on regroup.
Yeah, but I mean the next chit is reinforcements, so you might as well move it. I mean, you're going to move it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, what's all this stuff that's moving over there? So,
I thought it was. I'm sorry. I got confused.
so they're still in road order. So they can't change out of road order until you give them a move.
Oh, they can't. I thought they could.
Nope.
I thought once they. You sure?
I am sure, because we looked this up.
Well, let me just put this back then.
Yeah, so they would move, and then when they get to the terminus hex, they can march beyond it if the leader is there, but they can't change formation or anything like that until you give them a move. Yeah, it's basically, it's just they're marching.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Got a road in there.
Well, they can be off road if they're in.
I mean, you've got the column de march or whatever we were calling it, right?
Yeah.
So we all done with the regroup part?
I am.
He's just moving his stuff. We can, I guess, do.
Yeah, that's for action.
Yeah, we might as well just do the reinforcements.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Tom, do you want to go ahead and move the reinforcements?
We want to just who's draw?
I mean, at this point, that's the only thing that's left, right? Is the reinforcement phase? Yeah.
That's it.
Exciting stuff.
What's going on? Everybody there?
We're here. I don't know who's still moving stuff. Is everybody done?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
I thought there was only one reinforcement that needed to be moved, and that was me.
Yeah. Well,
Look until the sniffling.
Are you done, John?
Oh, yeah. Somebody was.
We all fell asleep, I guess.
I guess so. As you get late enough there. All right, gentlemen. I'll go ahead and move the clock forward, so it is now the start. It'll be the start of the 11:20 turn, and we are that much closer to French victory. So.
Yeah, you're in your dreams.
Oh, we'll see. We can always hope. We can always hope. So, well, very good. That should hopefully take care of things. I'll go ahead and end the stream, and then we can catch up. Oh, so here's the thing we didn't talk about.